Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we be talking about the history of Romania from its birth to the present day. So let's get into it. So, in order to understand how Romania got to where it is today, we first have to go all the way back to the beginning. Now, while we know very little about this period because this is basically when our universe was born, historians believe that there were two groups of people who were living in the area at the time. The first group was the Dacians, and they lived in the southern part of the territory. And then the second group was the Dacians, and they lived in the northern part of the territory. Now, around 44 BC, the Roman Empire conquered Dacia, but they didn't conquer the entire region. They only conquered the southern part, where the Dacians lived. Then, during the rule of Emperor Trajan, Rome would actually come back and finish conquering Dacia, and they ruled over the region until 271 AD. But then, after 271 AD, the Goths would invade and take control over the area. Then, in the year 376, the Huns would push the Goths further west, which caused the Goths to migrate into the Roman province of Mysia, which is modern-day Bulgaria. And then they would begin to sack Roman cities and towns along the Danube. In response to these attacks, Emperor Theodosius I would actually enlist the help of a group of people known as the Roxolani, who were originally a Gothic tribe from Central Asia. The Roxolani helped the Romans defeat the Goths, and in return for their help, they were allowed to settle in the province of Mysia. But then in the mid-5th century, another group of nomads known as the Huns would invade and force the Roxolani to migrate south into the Balkans. At this point, many of the Roxolani would actually adopt Christianity, and then they would begin to establish themselves in the region and form alliances with the local populations. This mixing of cultures would eventually lead to the creation of a new people known as the Vlachs, and they would speak a mix of Latin and Gothic languages, and they would become an important part of Romanian culture. Now, throughout the Middle Ages, most of the territory of modern-day Romania was actually ruled over by foreign powers. For example, the Kingdom of Hungary controlled much of Transylvania, while the Ottoman Empire controlled much of the southern part of the country. However, in the northern part of the country, the Kingdom of Poland and the Grand Duchy of Lithuania would actually rule. But despite being ruled over by foreign powers, the Romanian people would continue to maintain their language and customs. And this would all change in the year 1848, when the Romanian Revolution would take place. This revolution would lead to the establishment of the United Principalities of Moldova and Wallachia, and this would be the first step towards the creation of a modern Romanian state. But then, following the revolution, the Russians would occupy the region, and they would keep control over it until 1917. However, during World War I, Romania would actually declare war on the Central Powers and join the Triple Entente. This was a risky move because Romania was heavily outnumbered by the Central Powers. But it was a necessary move if they wanted to secure their place in the post-war world. Luckily for them, the Romanian army would actually put up a good fight, and they would even score some victories against the Central Powers. However, the Romanian army would eventually be defeated, and the Central Powers would occupy much of the country. However, in 1917, the Russian Revolution would take place, and this would allow Romania to regain control over its territory. And then, in 1918, the Romanian National Assembly would declare the Union of Bessarabia, which would unite the territories of Moldova and Transylvania. And then, on December 1st, 1918, the National Assembly would declare the Union of Alba Iulia, which would unite all of the Romanian principalities under one flag. This moment is considered to be the birth of modern-day Romania, and the first king of the new Romania would be Ferdinand I of the House of Habsburg-Lorraine, and his reign would be marked by great economic and social reforms. Under his rule, Romania would become a constitutional monarchy, and significant progress would be made in areas such as education, healthcare, and infrastructure. But unfortunately, his reign would also be marked by great instability. For example, during World War II, Romania would switch sides 3 times. First, they sided with the Axis powers, and they even participated in the invasion of the Soviet Union. However, in 1944, the country would switch sides and join the Allies. Then, after the war, Romania would become a communist state, and King Michael would be forced to abdicate the throne. Now, during the communist era, Romania would become one of the most isolated countries in the world. They were ruled over by a dictator named Nicolae Ceaușescu, and he would keep the country isolated from the rest of Europe. However, in 1989, the Romanian Revolution would take place, and this would lead to the overthrow and execution of Nicolae Ceaușescu. And since 1989, Romania has been a democratic country, and they have become one of the most prosperous countries in Eastern Europe. But unfortunately, Romania has not been immune to the recent global economic crisis, and they have experienced a significant increase in poverty and inequality. But despite these challenges, Romania remains a beautiful country with a rich history and culture. And that brings us to the present day. All right, now that we've gone over the history of Romania, here are some interesting facts about the country. 1. The Carpathian Mountains cover almost a fifth of the country's land. These mountains are home to a variety of plant and animal species, including brown bears, wolves, and lynx. 2. Romania is home to the second largest cave in the world, the Mouvile Cave. This cave is located in the northern part of the country, and it is home to a variety of unique creatures. 3. Romania is home to the Danube Delta, which is the second largest delta in the world. This delta is home to a variety of bird species, and it is an important habitat for migratory birds. For Romania is home to the Black Sea coast, which is the largest in the Black Sea. This coast is home to a variety of beaches and resorts, and it is a popular destination for tourists. 5. Romania is home to the capital city of Bucharest, which is the largest city in the country. This city is home to a variety of landmarks and attractions, including the Palace of Parliament, which is the second largest administrative building in the world. 6. Romania is home to the currency of the leu. This currency is subdivided into bani, and 1 leu is equal to 100 bani. 7. Romania is home to a variety of traditional food and cuisine, including sarmale, which is a dish made of cabbage leaves stuffed with minced meat and rice. 8. Romania is home to a variety of traditional music and dance, including the Romanian folk dance, which is characterized by its fast tempo and complex footwork. 9. Romania is home to a variety of traditional arts and crafts, including wood, carving, and pottery. And 10. Romania is home to a variety of sports, including football or soccer, for my American friends. And that's it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe for more videos in the future. And as always, thanks for watching.